Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moyna, professional bass fisherman. In this video, we're going to talk about the first day of competition at the 2024 Bassmaster Open Tournament on Santee Big Bass Cooper Lake, Santee Cooper. And there are big bass because today well, first of all, I'm in 44th place. I think it was 44th with a catch of 20 pounds, 6 ounces for 5 fish. So that gives you an idea of how many quality fish were caught today. A lot of quality fish, a lot of nice fish out here. The field really took it to this lake hard, and the lake gave it up big time, which is really cool. So it's fun to be on a slugfest like this. It's kind of a fun deal. So the question is, can I do this tomorrow? I don't know. I'll have longer fishing time tomorrow because today I was one of the early flights. Tomorrow I'll be one of the later flights. But today they bit early and they bit late. So tomorrow, I'm glad I have the later time tomorrow. I really do, because I think it's going to get a little cooler tonight. So maybe that might put a slight damper on the bite in the morning. Maybe, don't know. But at least I'll have that extra time to take advantage of any sort of warming sunshine that might happen, that might energize the system, the fishery. But I think they're calling for clouds. When I checked the weather this morning, tomorrow I think it was a lot of clouds, but we'll see what happens. It could be wrong. That's happened before. So anyhow, yeah, today it was kind of a frustrating day in a way, because I had chances. I mean, you always going to lose a few fish, but man, why does it have to be my biggest one? Okay, I had this absolute monster hooked up, and I don't know how it got away. Well, it came unhooked. It got away. Had a few other fish get away. Some probably wouldn't have helped, but there are 2 I know would have. But that happens. We try to we try to adjust our equipment to handle these, to minimize fish coming off. We try to pick our hooks. We try to pick our baits to try to minimize this stuff from happening, but it's still going to happen. But man, I got bit. It hit me hard today, and it's 2 tournaments in a row. We're on day one at Sam Rayburn, my last tournament. My 2 biggest bites got away on day 1 of that tournament. Now here, my biggest bite and a couple other good bites got away. But hey, and I was really mad. I mean, I almost wanted to cry, because it was just not, I couldn't believe it. But anyhow, I'm over that now. I'm ready to go out tomorrow. I'm ready to go out and go catch a bunch of fish tomorrow, which I should be able to do. And whether or not I get to another 20 pounds is yet to be seen. However, I feel it can be done. The goal, so they paid a 45th and I'm in 44th. So really, I can't do any, if I do any worse tomorrow, I'm risking losing out on a check. If I do any worse tomorrow, I'll be losing out on points for Angler of the Year points. So really, I've got to come in with a minimum of, really, I got to make up for my first 2 tournaments, right? Because I was a little off the pace for the Angler of the Year, for making the Elite Series. I was a little off the pace after the first 2 tournaments. I'm not out of it, but at some point I got to have tournaments that offset it. I got to have some top 10s. And tomorrow, the goal is basically to the goal is always the same: to catch as many big bass as I possibly can. That's always the goal, right? So that's what we got to do. And if it'll be a successful day, if I can move up 15 places tomorrow, that would be a successful day. If I just hold where I'm at and still make a check, that would be just sort of satisfactory. And any drop in the standings is a fail. So that's how I'm going to measure my day tomorrow. And yeah. And by the way, what tree? I got a tree above my camper and boat. It's shedding its leaves in the springtime. I don't understand it. What tree does that? But every day, I mean, there's all these leaves all over the campsite. They're all over my boat every morning. Yeah, I can put the cover on, but, you know, I didn't, and I'm not. Okay? So I end up having to clean all these leaves out of the boat every day. Some of them blow out of the boat, and then the others, like, hand pick out of the boat. And some just end up getting stepped on. So anyhow, that's enough of that. That's enough for this report. Tomorrow's day 2, top 10 and fish day 3. So really, if I want to fish on day 3, I probably have to bring in at least 27.5 pounds tomorrow, if not more. So that is the ultimate goal, and that would be awesome. Anyways, thanks for watching, and everybody have a good night. Over.